I hope you guys understand this, but as is the case with every show, we try to read the tea leaves of the market and then give you a call to action so you could do something today about your business, something that's going to be forward-thinking and progressive. And listen, if you like what we're giving to you, share our show. We need the help right now because people move around and they lose emails from old companies. Share this. Think about this. Take action. It helps us bring this to you. On with the show. So the Senate is trying to pass a $95 billion aid package for the Ukraine and Israel. And I know it's not orange related, but this just totally pisses me off. I mean, you know what? We have vets living in the streets, a $34 trillion national debt, crappy expensive healthcare, out of control student debt, a rotting infrastructure, and completely insane and out of control, unaffordable home prices. But my tax dollars are going to the Ukraine and Israel. Take that $98 billion and give it all to the Army Corps of Engineers because those guys can build a 20-mile-long bridge over a damn swamp strong enough to carry a M1 Abrams tank in a couple of days. They can sure as build fleets of small, smart, affordable houses that span from sea to shining sea. $98 billion wouldn't do it, but no, that's a bad idea. My God, we got our priorities screwed up over here. Guys, we have a real problem in our business, and nobody, not our industry or our government, is doing a damn thing about it. And I'll tell you, this is the biggest crisis our country is facing right now. So I'm telling you, what you do right now is important. It counts. Right this minute, and don't lie to yourself because your career's at stake. NAR's lost 62,000 members since October and 38,000 alone since January. Your success is not given, it's grinded out. Take nothing for granted, but see this as an opportunity, so prepare for it. Here's why.
Now, we told you this before, but it bears repeating. KB Home's CEO said builders will be in charge for years to come. Why? Well, quote, an abnormal housing market where there would be 6 months of inventory or 2.6 million listings. Today, 1.2 months, so instead of 2.6 million homes to choose from, it's 500,000 homes. And of that 500,000 listed, a chunk of that isn't even livable. It's homes that would have to be acquired, torn down, and rebuilt.
From over 2 million to 500,000, that's a problem. And get this, here's a graph of the St. Louis Fed Reserve of new homes, or new privately owned homes. This graph spans from 1959, which is over on the left, to today, right now, which is on the right. You'll note that the new homes are at about the same level as they were in 1959. And also take note that starts today are about average over that time span. Half of the years we build more homes, and half of the years we build less homes. So you might think everything looks okay, but here's the problem. Over this long span of time, we've gone from a population of about 179 million to 331 million today. In short, our new home construction is at the same level since 1959, but our population has doubled. That's a problem. Now let's move on to values.
In spite of the fact that values have recently dropped, this point tells but a fraction of the story. Did you know that historically, 4% of homes take a price cut before selling? Currently, the price cut percentage is less than 1% from breaking below the lows set in 2023. Demand is rising from a low bar. Now here's where it gets scary, but inspiring. Let me explain. Mortgage delinquencies. FHA loans are the real indicator. According to the MBA today, 10.41% of FHA loans are delinquent, a surprisingly high number considering the massive amount of equity we're sitting on. Now, at the height of the '08 meltdown, that number was a smidge over 14%. So we're only about 25% lower today than the worst time in history.
So that's scary, but hey, it's also inspiring. Just 25% lower than when, there were listings everywhere. I mean, think about it. Back in '08, it was like every house in every neighborhood was listed for sale. If you took 25% of those listings away, we'd still have this massive glut of homes on the market right now. I don't know if you remember this. Back in '08, there were realtors who literally had hundreds, if not thousands of listings. Numbers that make no sense by today's standards, but were the standard back then. Our delinquencies are approaching those '08 numbers, especially with FHA. I kind of like the idea. So listings, yeah, a bunch are on the way, guys. And you guys got to do something about it. I mean, take advantage of this. This is reading the tea leaves of the market. this is your call to action. I mean, loan officers, do you get your team together yet? Are you top of mind to agents right now? Are you doing anything to be top of mind? Because they're like your ex. Remember, they're ready to cheat on you any minute you stop showing the love. What about agent acquisition? Identify those teams, not just the individuals. See, teams require money to operate, and right now, they are starving. This market is primed for an astute loan officer to pick up and get on your team. But damn it, you have to have a plan. You have to give them a reason to be on your team. I like the idea of thinking non-QM right now. Become that non-QM expert. Talk to my friends over at Oaktree. Think about this. You have a client right now who cannot afford a house, who's on a W-2. Maybe it's a teacher. Maybe it's a firefighter. Affordability is screwed everywhere in the country. So you go to your regular lenders and they say, nope, we can't do this. They don't qualify. They don't make enough money. And that's the case everywhere. Affordability is out the window. But let's say that teacher has a summer job. Let's say that teacher has a side gig going on, and that income you're not allowed to use with your traditional routes on your FHA and conventional loans. With non-QM, that money is in play, pulling your ratios down and qualifying that person. Why in the hell wouldn't you be doing this today? And why in the hell wouldn't you be telling realtors about it? Have a plan, my friends. Do it today. Build your team. Spring is going to create opportunities. But until then, well, what did he say? No soup for you. Hope this helps.